I get a lot of people asking me, how do you get your boulder shoulders? And I say, well, how do you do your lateral raises? How do you do this exercise? And when they show me, most of the time I go, well, there's your problem. Okay, so what I see a lot of people doing, when they do lateral raises, they have a lot in front of them with the starting position. Now, when you bring it up like that, you go more using the interior deltoid. It's a lateral raise. We're aiming to hit the mid-interior. I don't know why people want to hit this interior. It causes enough issues as it is, because it'll bring that in and cause a lot of problems later down the track with posture and etc. So, why are people doing this? It's because they can lift more weight, and this is where the ego comes into play, and this is where we should be really cutting this crap out. Because telling the truth, if you're lifting like this, and you're lifting a lot of weight, you're not really freaking impressing me. Or basically, anyone who has any basic knowledge might be impressed. Okay, so, see a lot of people do this movement. Now, first things first is they have their arm with a bend. Now, if you're doing anything over 17.5 or 15 kg, yeah, you can have a bend, but your bend's probably going to be like that. Not that. And I see a lot of people do this. Now, if we think from a physics point of view, if you are shortening the load from point A to point B, you're basically going to also be lessening the load on the deltoid. Also as well, the fact is that you're going more interior, is that you're hitting this more. We already hit that with chest, shoulder press. Those are all exercises that train the interior deltoid. It doesn't need to be overtrained, so cut that out. Next, the rock. Why the rock? And I see people do it and they say, oh, I'm not rocking. Meanwhile, they're just... That rock. You're not lifting the weight, you're using your lower back as a bit of a hinge for a gravitational lift. Okay? That's what you're basically doing. You're using the motion to keep it going. So it's kind of like kipping in CrossFit. I don't count that as a chin-up. That's just my opinion. I think it's not a chin-up, so we'll leave it to that. But it's like kipping, where it's basically them going like in a circle, using motion, using their other parts of their body to kick the body up so they can get more out. Probably something you could do at the end of failure, that's okay, but if you're doing it from the very beginning, we're not going to be hitting that mid-deltoid as much. So, we want to be going from side view. Instead of having it in this, we want to move it around to the side, roll the shoulder back, chest out proud, straight, and if you need to, 1 foot forward to stabilize yourself, okay? So everything's important, you need to be stabilized. Now, if you're doing this on a bench, sitting down on a bench, you don't really have to worry about much stabilizers, but you do have to worry about more of the rock, because your body will try to make the load easier, so it will actually try to lean a bit forward and to rock the motion. When bringing the dumbbell up, you want to bring it basically, you kind of want to have your hand, your thumb, if you were to have a line down your body in this direction, like from point A to point B, you want your thumb kind of in that line. And then you want to bring it up like this. Now you can't have a bend about that much, but even if we do the bend that much, you're still in line with your body. We're not out here, we're still in line, okay? And then we want to go down. So from the front, down, back down. Now you're not going to be able to lift as much. Actually, probably by the truth, you're probably going to go down probably 50% of your weight. And when I was taught the right way, that's what happened to me. And I slowly built up to it, and yeah, I can get pretty decent weight out. Like those 15 kilos behind me, I can get them out pretty well. 16 reps strong, okay, with proper form. So that's pretty much basically the way I do lateral raises, okay? So when we do go back to that A position, our thumb is basically still in line with, I would actually like to say, it's the spine. You want that in line with your spine. So when you bring it up, see, as soon as I brought it up, what did you notice? That there popped out. That there started popping out and started activating. So we're not doing this, we're doing this. Now, because it's a longer distance than that, the weight is going to travel more, and you're going to feel it down there. This is going to be working a lot more. Now, also another thing you could do is for extra points is, instead of stopping there, you could go that little bit more up here, and that also will help get that round effect. So I hope this helps with your training when it comes to lateral raises. Please don't be an egotistical dickhead with the rocking and doing that. Okay? If you do want boulder shoulders and you want to do it the long way and basically, you know, actually do it properly, because someone does the proper form and lifts a decent weight and does it a crap load of times, that impresses me more than someone who does the form terribly. Anyway, as I said also as well, the only time you would probably use that rocking form is maybe in your last 4 reps till failure. So if you really want to pump out and you're trying to train getting more reps out, then yes. But then the next set you try to do, or your next training session, you aim to correct what you have done. Anyway, have a good one, and as always, keep on training, guys.